I love green soups, actually. I love the idea of having a green soup, and I love the idea of what that even means. And for me, it's greens, and a lot of greens. So what I've got in front of me here is I've got some broccoli, and I've got some frozen peas, I've got some spinach, I've got a leek, which I'm just gonna run that knife through and just give it a good rinse. I want to put some, what else do I want to put here that's good? I've got some parsley here, I've got some watercress. Now, watercress is very seasonal. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. No pressure. Okay, see how I cut that leek in half? I'm using the whole leek. If you get them in Australia and in America and New Zealand and they're quite, use the whole thing, okay? And we're just going to cut it and then cut it again like this, and then it's really manageable. Do you know what I mean? So you can just run your knife through and it's done. This is a really, really, really bloody good soup, if I don't say so myself. I've got a little bit of parsley here. I've got the watercress, which is just gorgeous. Just going to run my hand through that, my knife through that. Now I've got the broccoli. I'm using the stalk as well, really important. When I say really important, I really mean that. It's really important to use the stalk, or whatever I'm talking about. I mean, that's just my way of saying it's really important. Okay, so I've got all this goodness here. Now I want some garlic. You know, as many cloves as you like. You know, the bigger the clove, you might just want one, or you might want two. I love having, especially when you're not using vegetable stocks here. You want to create flavour. Okay, so I'm leaving that whole. All right, so I want some olive oil in my pan, in my pot. Now I have my pot heating up over here, and it's coming along nicely. It's not too hot, right? It's just hot enough so I can get that I don't want any browning happening when I pop this oil in there. So this is heating up nicely. I want a little bit of olive oil in there, just to splash. Yeah, I want to hear that sizzle. And then I want to put all of this into there. And then I want to turn down that heat, which I just have, which is awesome. Okay. Perfect. And now I want to add my peas. Peas just cool everything down, actually, which is cool, which is awesome. Okay, nothing's browning, as you can see. Nothing is browning. It's all, the garlic is still white. It's just that initial water content, bam, in that oil, so be careful when you do that. Now I want to add some spinach to this. Right down to the base here. Perfect. Now the next thing I want to add is some salt and pepper. How easy is this? This is so cool. This soup. Turn my heat back up because it's just gone there's that water initially that just went crazy. So just be careful and mindful when you're adding oil to a hot pan, and then you add your vegetables, which have high water content and they've been washed. So that looks amazing. Look at this. It's just so yummy. Now we're not going to cook this very long at all. Real minimum cooking. So I just want a little bit of water, not too much, because we're not using bought vegetable stocks or anything. We're getting flavour from the leek and the broccoli and the garlic. Okay, so just enough water to cover. Beautiful. Going to pop the lid on. Heat's on high. And I reckon this will take, I don't know, maybe between 5 and 8 minutes, and then we're going to turn it off and let it rest. Easy, nourishing, simple. And you can even put lettuce in there too, actually. If you've got lettuce in the fridge, totally put your lettuce in there. Why? Why not? It's green. Chuck it in. And this whole thing of killing vitamins and everything, look, you don't kill the minerals. That's the big one. The mineral content that we need in our bodies is awesome. We have a lot of raw food in our diet. Well, most of us do, you know, with salad sandwiches or salads, but you will not kill the minerals with cooking this soup, and that's the big thing for me, is that mineral content. And buying organic food too is really high in minerals because the soil is really well looked after. So 5 to 8 minutes, I'm kind of rambling, but 5 to 8 minutes and then we'll come back to it. Oh, sensational. Really, 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 really yummy. And it just shows me and it shows you that you don't need stocks. You know, stocks? A veggie stock? You just really don't. A lot of recipes I see out there in the world that requires veggie stock. And I notice a lot of people run out there and buy veggie stocks that are in the packets or powders. You don't need it at all. Okay, let's get all that goodness. I think we can do one complete blend here. Do you think? Or do you think I'm pushing it? Oh, I might be pushing it. Take a little bit out. Impatient chef. Okay, hot food into a blender, taking this top off and starting on low and then blending. Let's have a taste to see if we're well seasoned. Do a little bit more salt and pepper. There we go. Okay. And we're done. Look at this. Wow. All those greens. All those wonderful, wonderful greens. Oh, this is beautiful. I have no words. Nothing to say here. A few hemp seeds. Drizzle of olive oil, just for that extra flavour, yeah. Sprinkling of pepper, definitely. This is just, oh God, this is so good. So good. Bit of pepper. And there we have a really beautiful, beautiful green machine, I call it the green machine soup. It's so nourishing. We're not going to kill the minerals in that with cooking that. We've got all the minerals that are in that broccoli. Incredible amount of minerals. Especially with organic food, yeah, because the soils are so well looked after. This is exquisite. Enjoy this. Let me know your thoughts. If you have some lettuce in the fridge or you have some bits and pieces that are green, add it to it and see what happens. Okay? Enjoy.
Mixer.
Now? La 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 la. Wait. I got this. Hang on. Oh, shit. Thank you very much.